Alright, sheeple. This is how to do 10th event. Only on the chapter 1 because I think there are gonna be more chapters added it. So we'll see. So there's only 6 days right now for the chapter 1. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then it's in a set of a 2. What I mean by that is that the event 1 EX and 1 2 EX are same, except the enemy level is higher on 1 2 EX. Same thing for the 1 3 1 4 EX and 1 5 1 6 EX. If you can clear 1 2 EX, 1 4 EX, 1 6 EX, you have no problem clearing 1 5 1 3 1 1. Now, saying that, you should never farm 1 1 1 1 1 3 1 5 because they all give S S S S A A yeah A B B B compared to SS S S S A B B B. So you got a one more S than the other one. So you should never farm these one, even though it gives the 4 S's. This one gives 1 SS, which is better than the other one. Among the all three, depends on what you have. It might be easier to run some of them because these are very elemental specific. Alright, so let me just go through the 1 2 EX, 1 4 EX, and 1 6 EX. Alright, so 1 2 EX is you need to have elemental damage of ice, water. So this is anti. It's beneficial for water attackers. So we have the Titania. It is possible if you have 200% affection, perfect setup like this, and then if you had the 20% attack multiplier, you can probably solo her at level 120. But I'm too cheap. I don't want to change it. I don't want to test it. So screw you. It's best for Titania. Next one you can use is the Glacius. Yeah, you can use Glacius. But you would definitely need someone to support it. Alright. There isn't any other water type attacker that can possibly use that does that well, other than Titania, because she does AoE as well, so it's much easier. There is one other unit that can do it, but let's just show you how to do this with this one. Because she is inefficient to kill, you need to add Ella. So Ella with the water resist and then slow down AP, that will let you do the this one easily. So I'll just show you. I'm just gonna auto. I don't care, and it's pretty cheap. If you cannot win with the Ella alone, you have to add another unit. I suggest Angel, or since she's attacker, you can use Mary, and so on, so on. Or you can use Leanne, but that's about it. But she will one-shot everything now from here on, and it's pretty easy. If you have Titania, though. Now, if you can't, there is a one slight caveat. She will do more damage if Rhea was in there, because her Rhea does the debuff, water debuff, and she doesn't care. So enemy is a fire, so you have to use water-ish. So you have to have a water team to do it, and then Titania is the best one for it, if you have it though. So alright, that's the one. The another unit you can use is probably Rhea. If you put Rhea, and then if you can't make a Rhea go faster than Titania, which is possible by adding the bunch of the... She doesn't even need to damage it. just increase by that, and just bunch of AP. She will be able to hit first and just do AoE. First one. And Titania will do damage, but you know, it's much faster with just Ella. The other one you can use is Lian. She does the just flat 20% all damage resistance negative. Next one you can add is the Angel. Angel does slight buff even though it's not Lamiel, so it's pretty good. Yeah, 30%. Or you can use Mary. So Mary will buff on here, but at this point you probably at the maximum. You probably don't need anything more than 3. So it depends on how shitty your Titania is. You can definitely do this with a level 100. I tried that as well. But my setups are pretty tight. You need about 250% accuracy. You don't need anything more, but it's up to you. Alright, there's another team you can use. Is technically speaking, you can use the good old-fashioned Eternity. So Eternity plus Lemonade Alpha will do it. Sometimes Eternity is not enough to damage. Okay, so I got the wrong Eternity. My bad. I need to have at least 250 accuracy. I'm 2 raises to change it, so she's at minus 25%. If you can't have enough damage on the Eternity, it's pretty hard to increase the damage of Eternity. But you can use Doctor, Arsenal, Emperor. Think. Nope. She only supports the attacker, so it's really hard. Doctors does a good support. You need to slow her down though. She's like, yeah, just flat increase in damage. Well, Arsenal does it, but Arsenal need to go faster than the Eternity. But it's doable. It's a critical chance, attack, defense, and you know, doesn't support that one that very well. I think Frank Mercury maybe does a good job. Prankster Mercury. But the I would suggest using the Doctor if you have to have used that thing. There's another support that you can use. Also, the Orange 8 is okay, but not that great. Muse not that great. So yeah, you're very limited to what you can use. Oh, obviously you can use ID as well. But it is possible to do it with just this team. If you have everything set up, level 100 as well. So we'll see. Should have no problem-ish. If you have a problem, add the Doctor. Or add other unit to buff the Eternity. The one thing you have to remind yourself is Eternity is not attacker. She's a defender, so you have to use the global buff. As in, you know, not unit type specific buff. But it is doable with Eternity. Enemy is not that strong-ish, but it's just very tanky due to the you have to use elemental damage to damage it, so it doesn't work well with Eternity to bypass the all the those damage reduction stuff. So everything is okay except the last stage. It's always the last stage that's matter. I think she has a slightly less damage on here. That's good one. So she'll just bring everyone to back. Good. What? Oh yeah, I forgot. The Lemonade need to be at top notch. Back. Her HP was too low, and then they got killed by this one, their damage buff. So you need to kill her them very easily. But whatever, it's doable. It's doable. I would suggest using something else for the Lemonade, it's broken. I have to fix it again. But yeah, it's doable. Just you have to use another kind of unit to buff it. Use this one. Where is it? This one, yeah. This will do it. And then you need to buffer Eternity a little bit. Anyway, that is possibility. She is still 200%. Go away. So that's how you do the oh my god, she's not buffed. Sure, whatever. 200. That's how you do the 1-2 EX. Alright, moving on to the 1-4 EX. This one is you can't do it with Eternity-ish if you bring a fire damage. So this is the and you have to use fire unit, and there are only few fire attackers that are good enough to use it. So one is the Lamiel. All hail Lamiel. She will hit everything one shot. And let me just add Eternity Lemonade, and then she doesn't need to be broken or anything. Alright, and then we just add this shitty thing. There we go. She's good. Yeah, so basically... Oh no, yeah, not that one. I need to use this one. Yeah, so 300%, yeah, that's fine. She'll have 100%. It's just 8% level, whatever. Yeah, she'll have 100%. So, this should technically be okay. 1-4 EX. Technically speaking. Yeah, so Lamiel strong. No question about it. You know it is anti. You have to use fires when you see a chemical chick. It's funny. That one exploded. Whatever. And she does put your hands up. Praise the sun every single time. Hey, why is my music not playing? What is this? Oh, just slow. See, put your hands up, and everything dies. And that will die one too. Don't worry about it. It'll die. So only way you can reduce the speed of the Lemonade Alpha to make it faster. That's one way to go. If your Lamiel is not strong enough, that is understandable. You have to use the buff, and buffs are as same as before as the first one, as Titania, Ella, or before Ella, Angel first, because Angel is cheaper, and then she'll buff the attack a lot. Once the Angel is not enough, you can add Ella to add a fire damage, and then if that is still not enough, either use the Lian, or obviously, you know, Ella has to be fire item. Come on, it's a known thing. If you haven't figured that out, you shouldn't play this game. Anyway, you can have the Lian, and then if you need a little bit more tankiness, Hero Maid is also fine as well. Because Hero Maid does a lot of the elemental resist, or the Black Worm is fine. So these are the teams you can't use. Unfortunately, you can't use the Eternity unless you actually bring the Kain. But if you're going to bring a Kain, at this point you might as well make a whole fire team, and that should be annoying. Anyway, that's easy for this one. That's a fire team purpose. on here. So it's water, fire. So you would expect this to be electricity, and enemy is electricity, meaning that it sucks. There is no good unit we can't use on the electric enemies. You can't use electric, anti-electric, but because the enemies are electric. You can't use water because Titanium's not gonna do enough damage to electric damage unless they're wet, which means you have to bring a rare, which means it's more costly. And then you can't use water. Like the only option is a fire. So there's two teams that you can do in this one. This one is a bit hard. There's a Y is a bit hard is in there. So you have the Lamiel, that is one way with a very, very specific item. That one, and you have to use this one. Alright, if you don't have this one, you have to have accuracy of minimum 400%. But the damage is not good enough if you do that. So you have to add a buff, and it gets expensive. And then lastly, you need one unit that is slower than Lamiel. And there is a reason for it. She is single. Does she use this one? Does she? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 14%. Yeah, so I got more points to leftover. You can put it on the critical chance. I don't care. But her job is to kill what's left over once Lamiel does it. And I'll explain why this has to be done this specific way. It doesn't matter what position she is because she only buffs herself. And then Lemonade Alpha doesn't do because she buffs everyone anyway, regardless of position. Anyway, this is a team. Pretty expensive, but it gets job done. Alright, I'll show you why this has to be this specific way. You can technically get away with using only Lamiel and Lemonade, but this team is faster. Doesn't matter what Lemonade does. Like, you can make it slower. So Lamiel does this one shot. That's fine. See, enemy is electric. That's fine. That's fine. Easy, easy. Second one, same thing. Enemy is, electric, water, but electric mostly. Dies. Good, good. One shot, good. Here's a problem on the next stage. So next wave. Come on. Stupid thing. The problem is this one. So this enemy self-mark. So no matter what you do at this turn, if you auto, you're going to target, the Lamiel is going to target only this square. So Lamiel is going to only target like that. Then it's going to leave the back row. So someone has to clean up the back row. And that's the Salasia's job, basically. So if you auto this one, everything goes well. Lamiel, doesn't matter what she does. Lamiel just goes boop. Kills the first 6. That's fine. And the Salacia kills the back row. Easy. This will be the fastest team you can possibly make. There's no other unit who's slower than Lamiel that can do what Salacia does. And it's no link to. So same thing on here. Lamiel is gonna target first 6, and the Salacia gonna attack the back row. Here's a funny thing. This enemy makes all the attacker speed super fast. So every attacker attack twice in one turn almost. You can see that in the arrow here, Lamiel is at 20. She's at 20. And next one is probably 19 or something. Yeah. See, you can see in the arrows. Now, here's another kicker. This one is annoying because he has 400% evasion. So remember, you say you have to have 400. I lied. It's a 500. But you know what? She has 1,342%. She can't miss. This is why she needs to have that specific item to do this one. Or unless you change her stat to 500 accuracy. Go ahead. I don't care. But I want to make this faster. And this is why I can't move it. So what's going to happen is Lamia is going to kill this one. And Salacia is going to kill on the back. But twice. Because this one doesn't die by one shot. But doesn't matter because it's not an attacker, it's not gonna attack. So Lamia does that one. Everything's dandy, dead. And Salacia attacks the back row. Doesn't matter, doesn't die. And she follows attack and kills it. There we go, done. This will be the fastest team that you can possibly make. There's no other team who can do faster than this one. I can't think of anything. Because you can't make Lamia strong enough to do it and bypass it. So for this one, Lemonade Alpha, you would want to have slow her down. So just slow her down with that one. So she's too fast. And then it will kill everything. Alright. There is another team you can use on this one. Obviously, if you can't make the Lamia stronger, Lemonade front and put the Mary. Mary will make everything stronger in here because Mary buffs like sideways like this. So Mary will make things stronger. The other one you can probably use is either, I can't think of, like Arsenal maybe? Arsenal or Emperor, because Emperor does the, yeah, because it will buff the Salacia even more too. So use your buff to make Lamiel, and also you can use Ella to make Lamiel stronger. Anyway, but the Mary will be better because you'll buff the Salacia and Lamiel better. So there's another team you can possibly use. This one is off the chart again as well. The Birdo. The Birdo is the answer. So Birdo here. You need this item. Very specific. And then speed. And then you need that special 1000% accuracy. So that you won't miss. Now Birdo is here. The problem is Birdo needs one turn to wait. But the enemy can attack the Birdo at the last stage. So you have to put a tank. Any flying tank that is fast enough to protect the stupid Birdo. So Undine, Blackhound, Iron Annie, Snowfeather will all do the job. None of the A rank flying tank, Sandgirl and the what was our name? The Genia would not be able to do it. Of course SS can do it, but they're too expensive. So I go with the cheap version with the among these, and I think Iron Annie is the best one because she can't reach that back. So she doesn't even do a, she's slow as well. So either Blackhound or Iron Annie is the best so far. Obviously you want to give her the evasion item, right? So that one, you don't have to be a beta. Iron Annie gets like 80% evasion. So as long as you get about let's say I'm getting a top gear on her, 300% with a buff. I think it's 250%, 275 something. Yeah, I didn't even put the whole percentage in there. You can put it on, but if you have that enough, she can evade everything. We'll show you. So this is a Birdo team. Iron Annie protects the row like that, and then she does the increase damage received, and then stuff. You need to have this one for the Birdo, regardless. That's a critical, that's a speed, and that's the you kind of don't need the speed, but you just want to make it faster anyway. It's a little bit slower than the Lamiel team, but this is another doable team. Alright, keep going. Jesus, this is long. Yay, Iron Annie, go. So Birdo has no problem in doing the first and second. Good thing about the Birdo is that doesn't matter which row it targets. The tank is on the front, so it will hit everything. Doesn't care about the whether things are on the back or front. Now this one not gonna kill that one because it has a 1 damage reduction. But Iron Annie misses. If you put an accuracy, she might do damage, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Birdo's gonna kill it. Eventually. Birdo, attack. You can technically give it accuracy and some damage to make her attack first, but that's too much work. So remember, Birdo has to target this one, and this one has to wait because they're too far back. So it's gonna use second skill. Doesn't matter unless the enemy is in the back row. This one, it doesn't matter. It will target the front one, and then it will kill everything on the back. See, everything on the back. Now this is a problem on the second one. Again, the issue is it has to wait, so the enemy has to attack. But Annie just protects everyone, and none of them can hit it. Even though they have to attack twice in one turn, you can't hit it. So let's see what the accuracy are. So their accuracy are 255. So as long as you get a 355, as long as you get a 255, so it's 300. Yeah, as long as you get like 300, doesn't matter if you got hit by this thing once or twice, it'll survive. And it's no link to. And then the Birdo's gonna kill it one shot. One shotable. Just that it has to wait one turn. So this is another team you can do it if you have the resources to pull this off. This is nice because it actually uses quite less resources. 54, 22, 75. It less use less this one, and you get to farm the hardest one. I'll probably say most trickiest one in the entire chapter 1. So that's how you do it. Technically speaking, you don't have to use this one. The reason I use this one to make it go faster, right? But you can have a proper tank. Tank you need to use is either Cerberus, not her. Because the only reason is this is the hardest one, most trickiest one. But if you use the Cerberus SS rank, because she has the 25% electric resist, and her item gives about another 60%, so 85% resist, so she'll be tanking hard. Or you have to use Sarkyle, because Sarkyle has the high electric resist, I think 60%, 20%. Yeah, it's keep increasing by every time she gets attacked. So just give her the electric resist things, and she'll be tanking no problem. Or you can just do what I did. If you have it, as long as 300% evasion, no one can hit you. So as long as you do a back row with a don't use Iron Any because Iron Any is only protects a row. But if you use the let's say Blackhound, right? Just use Harpy. You need the armor penetration on the Harpy, as well as the Dryad, and just pop down the May for a buff. You know, Broken May as a buff to speed up. Yeah, they should be able to do it. Question is, you have to kill them very fast, one row at a time. So these will kill them in a row, and make sure that some of them has at least 500 accuracy, either using items or stuff. But they'll do it in a row and then they'll kill it fast. That's a one way to do it. But I'm not gonna bother investigating because it's not fast enough. Technically he can do a Titania, but Titania will only target the front row. So that's another issue. There is one other trick. I think you can pull it off. I believe it's a Mercury. No. Not this one. Not this one. Not Mercury. Let me just put the there's one more trick you can pull it off. I didn't do it because I don't have the item. How sad it is. I don't have an item to pull it off. There's one more item that you can use. In theory, this item should ignore the protection ignore. But I don't think it's gonna ignore the mark ignore. So it's kind of meh. And I wouldn't too trust on it. So that's how you're supposed to do the chapter 1 of the event, 10th event. I probably didn't help about 80% of you because you guys don't have Titania full link. Lamia full link is possible, you know, if you have done the exchange. Got the Lamiel, you know, core here, and then you can get the core here too. Where's core? Where's core? Here, and then you can do it. So maybe, and you use a May, so Mary, and then some buff in there. You'll be able to do 1-4 and then 1-2 EX. But 1-6 EX gonna be tougher for newbies. Anyway, see you sheeples later.